Lawyers, what was your oh shit moment in court? I was still in law school at the time, doing my internship with a public defender's office. It was supposed to be a low-stakes observation gig, just shadowing actual attorneys, sitting in on hearings, doing basic file work. But that day, I ended up watching a case that turned into one of the most blatant train wrecks I've ever seen in a courtroom. It was a simple assault case on paper, a fight in a nightclub. One guy ended up with a broken jaw. The defendant had 6 friends there with him that night, and all of them were ready to testify that their friend, who was being accused of the assault, was not the guy. The key detail? The victim had told the police that the person who punched him had a beard. The defense's whole strategy rested on the idea that their client never had a beard, and that his friends could all back that up. It was a shaky plan from the start, but the defense attorney, young, flashy, confident, seemed all in on it. One by one, the witnesses took the stand, and every single one of them said some version of the same sentence. My friend doesn't have facial hair because he is a professional in the food industry, and it would go against the regulations. The first time I heard it, I raised an eyebrow. Okay, sure. Maybe he works in a kitchen. Makes sense. But then the second guy said it too, word for word. And then the third. By the time witness number 3 dropped that same sentence, the judge leaned forward, clearly annoyed, and cut the witness off. "Do you know what those regulations actually are?" she asked. The witness stammered something about hygiene and clean appearances, but couldn't give an actual answer. The judge asked, "Which agency issues these regulations?" And the guy just blinked. It was like watching a house of cards collapse in slow motion. Each witness said the same awkward line, and each one had no idea what it meant. The prosecutor didn't even have to object. The judge was doing the heavy lifting. The moment of no return came when the judge turned to the defense attorney and asked if she had coached the witnesses. You could feel the temperature drop in the courtroom. The defense lawyer tried to deflect, mumbled something about discussing general testimony guidelines with her clients. The judge didn't buy it for a second. She went cold. She didn't throw the lawyer out right then and there, but it was clear the damage was done. It also came out during sidebar that this lawyer had advised the defendant to reject a plea deal that would have kept him out of jail, just a fine and community service. Instead, here he was, now with a stack of obviously coached witnesses and a judge who was one bad answer away from contempt proceedings. The guy ended up getting convicted. Sentencing wasn't harsh, but it definitely wasn't community service. And as we left the courtroom, my supervising attorney just shook his head and said, "That right there is how you get your bar license yanked." I didn't see the defense attorney again after that. Don't know if she got disciplined or just quit while she still had the chance, but that moment stuck with me. The look on that third witness's face when the judge asked him what food industry regulations meant and he had nothing, that was the exact second the case imploded. It was the first time I'd seen a courtroom silence that loud.